Amid the chaos, Vivienne, my mother-in-law, hurled my belongings out of the window, an action I couldn't comprehend. "What are you even doing in this house? You're practically a parasite," I retorted, bewildered by her seemingly insane behavior. Don't you talk back to me like that? Please pick them up," she commanded, holding a knife to my throat. Frozen in fear, I couldn't move an inch. "Get out quickly or it won't be a joke next time. Understood?" Vivienne's threat hung heavy in the air. "If you insist that much, I'll leave," I responded, masking my fear with defiance. Despite her harassment, since we started living together, Vivienne didn't realize that I was the one supporting this household. The fear that gripped me earlier dissipated, replaced by a newfound boldness. "I'll give you a week. Leave within that time," Vivienne commanded. "Thank you," I managed to say, struggling to contain my laughter. Quickly composing myself, I adopted a serious expression. "This will bring peace to the house." "Yes, indeed," Vivienne agreed, oblivious to the truth. Little did she know that without me, this house would descend into chaos. Leaving Vivienne behind in the in-laws' house, I moved to a condominium. She would later discover the truth, but by then, it would be too late. My name is Sophia, and now I'm working from home, utilizing my previous job experience. It's been over 5 years since I married Arnold, I thought, reflecting on our tumultuous relationship. "Are you okay?" Arnold's voice interrupted my reverie. "I'm sorry. I never thought this would happen. I'm just glad you're safe," I confessed, tears of relief streaming down my face. The accident had robbed him of almost all grip strength in his dominant hand, leaving him incapacitated. As he lay in the hospital room, Vivienne's arrival only added to the tension. "Dear Arnold, are you okay?" Vivienne rushed to his side, ignoring my presence as if I were invisible. We weren't necessarily on bad terms, but her unwavering devotion to Arnold sometimes overshadowed everything else. "Oh, Sophia, you're here." Vivienne acknowledged my presence, albeit belatedly. "I just got here too." "Well, whatever, Arnold. Let's live together at my place from now on." Her abrupt suggestion caught me off guard, and I let out a strange noise in response. Sensing my discomfort, she turned her glare on me. "What? Do you have a problem?" "No, it's just—" All of a sudden, Arnold is in this state. "I can't leave him to you alone," I protested, irritated by her audacity. "Sophia has been doing enough until now, so I'm relying on her from now on too," Arnold interjected, coming to my defense. Grateful for his support, I braced myself for Vivienne's inevitable backlash. "Thank you," I murmured, though Vivienne's displeasure was palpable. Despite her protests, living with Vivienne was decided, and a month later, Arnold was discharged from the hospital. As I busied myself with the move, Vivienne's indifference only fueled my resentment. "It's not done yet," she chastised me upon her arrival, oblivious to the effort I had exerted. "That's because you said today is the day Arnold gets discharged, not even here to welcome him," I countered, frustration simmering beneath the surface. "Hey, would you take a moment to like this video and subscribe to our channel? Thanks." "Vivienne, Mom, you should help out too," Arnold suggested, attempting to diffuse the tension. However, Vivienne's refusal only added to my irritation. "I have my things to do." Vivienne dismissed his request, her true intentions veiled behind a facade of indifference. That day, Arnold was out for rehabilitation, leaving me alone with Vivienne. Lost in thought as I worked in my room, Vivienne's sudden intrusion jolted me back to reality. "Can I talk to you for a second?" Vivienne's tone brooked no argument as she led me to the living room, where a stranger awaited. "This is your daughter-in-law who does nothing but play all day," Vivienne declared, her words dripping with disdain. Confused and surrounded by strangers, I struggled to comprehend the situation. "Wait, what do you mean?" I stammered, feeling like a defendant in a trial I hadn't prepared for. "Don't you get it? We don't need you. There are fewer people in this house," Vivienne declared, her words sealing my fate like a verdict. Feeling the weight of their condemnation, I desperately sought an escape. "Isn't it about time Arnold comes back from rehab?" I blurted out, hoping to divert their attention. As the mysterious woman departed, Vivienne and her friend fell for my ruse. "By the way, who was that person earlier?" I finally mustered the courage to ask. "Oh, that was Isabella, my best friend. I told her about you and she wanted to meet you," Vivien explained, her words laced with a hint of satisfaction. I could easily imagine how she had described me, probably as a useless wife, unworthy of her son. I paused, watching Vivien absorbed in her world of play. It was pitiable how she seemed confined to such trivial pursuits. "Ethan isn't back yet," I muttered to myself as I turned back to my work. Just as I was about to retreat to my room, a voice stopped me. "Wait, what do you mean, he's not coming back yet?" Vivien's accusatory tone grated on my nerves. "You lied!" I squared my shoulders, ready to confront her. "You should have realized." "What's with that attitude?" I retorted, feeling the frustration simmering beneath the surface. Any further interference from her would be just a nuisance, I thought to myself, refusing to back down. "Weren't you the one who started this conflict? You brought your friend because you couldn't handle it alone." "That's not true. I can handle someone like you on my own," Vivien insisted defiantly. "Then please do if you really can," I boldly taunted her, my words laced with a hint of sarcasm. I anticipated her next move as she grabbed a nearby object and hurled it in my direction. Dodging it with ease, I couldn't help but laugh. "Just like the trash can earlier," I remarked, taunting her further. But just as tension reached its peak, Arnold arrived, his presence disrupting the escalating confrontation. "I'm home," he announced, and Vivien panicked, realizing her outburst had been witnessed. "Why now?" "You weren't supposed to be back yet," Vivien muttered, her facade crumbling. "Sorry, what I said earlier was a lie," I confessed, feeling a pang of guilt for the deception. "Why would you do that?" Arnold's confusion mirrored my own. "It's obvious, isn't it?" I gestured towards the shattered vase, envisioning the impending confrontation. As I explained everything to Arnold, Vivien's expression shifted from defiance to something resembling guilt. "Is that true, Mom?" Arnold's voice was tinged with disappointment. "No, I didn't mean..." Vivien's feeble attempt to deny the accusations fell flat. "It's true," I interjected, unable to stand the lies any longer. "But why did you do that?" Arnold's question hung in the air, unanswered. Watching Vivien on the verge of tears from her son's reproach, I felt a sense of relief wash over me. This confrontation could put an end to her mean-spirited behavior, but peace was short-lived. As I napped in the afternoon, exhaustion catching up to me, Arnold abruptly awoke me with an urgent summons. "Sorry to wake you, but could you come here for a second?" Atan's seriousness sent a shiver down my spine as I made my way to the living room. "What happened?" I inquired, my heart pounding in my chest. "Look at this." Atan gestured towards the table where a broken model kit lay in disarray. "I don't know," I replied truthfully, my mind racing to find an explanation. "But someone must have done this." Vivien's laughter, devoid of any remorse, sent a chill down my spine. It was then that I realized the extent of her deception. Even as she held a shiny object in her hand, I couldn't bring myself to confront her. The missing earring, the broken model kit, it was all part of her twisted revenge. As Vivien's true nature was revealed, I made a decision. "Fine, you have a week. Leave within that time," I declared, unwilling to risk further confrontation. With each passing day, Vivien's behavior grew more erratic. "You're like a parasite," she spat, her words dripping with venom. Terrified, I watched as she brandished a knife, her eyes gleaming with madness. "Leave now, or next time it won't be a joke," she warned, her voice chilling me to the core. With a heavy heart, I made a choice. "If you insist, I'll leave," I replied, knowing that any further involvement with her could have dire consequences. As I packed my belongings, I couldn't help but feel a sense of satisfaction. It will bring peace to the house, I thought to myself, determined to start anew. And when the day of departure finally arrived, I felt a weight lift off my shoulders. Finally, I thought, watching Vivien's bewildered expression as the movers loaded our belongings. But as we settled into our new home, I couldn't shake the feeling of unease. Vivien's parting words echoed in my mind, a reminder of the turmoil we had left behind. Yet amidst the chaos, there was a glimmer of hope. As Arnold's hand grew more robust, I realized that Vivienne's vendetta no longer held power over us. And so, we focused on our happiness, leaving Vivienne behind in the past where she belonged. Let's conclude the story there. Despite Vivienne's relentless efforts to sow discord, Sophia and Arnold found solace in their new home, free from her toxic influence. Vivienne's true colors were exposed, and though her actions left scars, they were determined to move forward. With Arnold's recovery progressing and the weight of Vivienne's presence lifted, they could finally breathe easy. As they embraced their newfound peace, they knew that no matter what challenges lay ahead, they would face them together, leaving Vivienne behind in the shadows of their past. As they looked towards the future, they found hope and happiness in each other's love, knowing that they had overcome the darkest of storms together. Thanks for watching. How did you find the story? Let me know in the comments below. Remember to like this video and subscribe to our channel for more awesome stories like this. Your feedback and support mean a lot.